Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's my first YouTube video. Be giving y'all like some game about sports betting, things that help me on my journey to become a profitable sports bettor. I ain't super rich and nothing doing it, but you know, I got a little proven strategy. Right now, we 19-3. Our last 22. Before this run, I went 22. I went 22-3. Yeah, I went 22-3. Then I lost. But yeah, I sports bet for a living. I mean, it's one of the things I do for a living. Yeah, though, we're gonna get right into it. So the first thing I would tell you to do when you're trying to sports bet is, one, make sure you got like multiple streams of income. Make sure you got you a job. Make sure you do DoorDash, or make sure you do whatever it is that you do on the side and sports bet on the side. Don't try to like jump straight into sports betting and this your only source of income off top. You're gonna burn yourself. You don't want to be pressured to like over bet because you got bills, you got to pay your car note, or because you got to pay rent due in 2 weeks, and only thing you got going on is sports betting. And the reason why you don't want to do that, because one, it's not sustainable like that at first, because it's losses that happen too, especially when you don't really have a model or you don't really know what you're doing. Or like, you know, just the public betting is gambling, you see what I'm saying? So it's like a win-loss thing. It's based off probabilities and stuff for real. So that would be my first advice to whoever. Another thing would be, make sure you're not gambling with more than you can afford to lose. So like, if you know you only make $150 a day and you got bills or you got stuff that you be having to pay for and all that type of stuff, then you shouldn't be betting $150 a day. You see what I'm saying? You should get you an additional stream of income, like I said, and let's say that additional stream of income burn you like $50 to $75 a day. Then you would bet with that $50 to $75, because you know that you can make that back without putting yourself in a hole or something. So you go to work, you make $150, then say you get off work and you do DoorDash for a few hours, you make you $75. Use that $75 and you bet with that $75 every day until you build your bankroll up. You know what I mean? Another thing that I would say is, instead of, like me personally, instead of like using a set number that I bet with, I would go by like my weekly goal. So like, if my weekly goal is to make $500 a week, then that means I need to be making like $76 a day, or like $75 a day, something like that. So like on Bovada, when you go to Bovada, that's a sports book I use. So when you go to Bovada, and you pick, let me just pick something right quick, and you find you a pick, right? Go to Bovada, you find you a pick, and you see how it say your risk and then your win. So instead of you putting in your risk and you putting $200 and it say you make 160, how about you just go to the win part and you put that you're trying to make $76. You see what I'm saying? When you pick that you're trying to make $76, well, you can't see that because it's reversed, but it's gonna say that you're risking $95. So you're risking $95 a day until you make $500 a week. Then I would say do that for like 30 days, like 30 days to 60 days. By the time you're done, what is like $2,000 a month? Shit, you probably ain't gonna win every game. So let's say you finish the month with like 1,500. Yeah, let's say you finish the month with 1,500. So going into that next month, now you can increase your unit size. You see what I'm saying? You can go into the next month, instead of you making $76 a day, you trying to do let's just say 140 for easy math. You're trying to make 140 a day. And you finish that whole month, and you just keep going like that. You know, manage your risk, manage your bankroll, and make sure you betting consistently. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, use your weekly output and then divide it by 7. You're trying to make $200 a week, divide that by 7. You're trying to make $1,000 a week, divide that by 7. You see what I'm saying? And go like that. Another thing. Make sure you got you a model. Make sure you got you an edge, or whoever you get money with, gambling with, sports betting with. Me, I got an edge. Or yourself, you got your own edge. So I give you one. I give you one of my models that I like. I like away teams. Like the away team is favorited, I would take the away team first half. You got by like a 70 to 75% win rate, 80% win rate. I give you one more. Another model I like, and it's kind of hard to explain, but you add the home team's points per game, then you add the away team's allowed points per game. You add that up, and then you divide it by 2. That's gonna give you a number. You write that number down, and then you would do the away team's points per game, and the home teams allowed points per game. You add that up and you divide it by 2, and then you add those 2 numbers up that you saved. Once you add those 2 numbers up that you saved, Bovada gonna have their line. So like, for instance, so like, let's just say, I'm gonna give you a game. Matter of fact, let's say today January the 9th. Let's say the Clippers versus the Nets. The Clippers versus the Nets, right? So the Clippers, the away team for the Clippers. The away team, yes, the Clippers. Okay, so the away team, they score 112.1 points per game, and then the Nets allow 114.4 points per game. You add those 2 numbers up, you divide it by 2, and then for the Nets, you would do 109.3 plus 114, and you add it up and divide it by 2. That's gonna give you a number. Then, like I say, let's say Bovada line for this game, Bovada's line is 215.5, right? And the projected line that I got an app to do it for me. I created my own app, so I ain't gotta do all that. Yeah, do the math for me and stuff like I was saying. But yeah, so the projected line, the projected number that I have is 224.9. So we would take the over. See what I'm saying? Me, I'm gonna alternate the line though. I'm gonna take the 211.5 to give me a better edge. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a free pick y'all can take. I'm gonna release this video as soon as I'm done. I ain't gonna get into all the make it nice editing and all that. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna just get straight to it. Okay, cool. So like I was saying, make sure you got an edge. Make sure you follow on the edge. I gave you 2 edges that you can, 2 models that you can use. The away team, if the away team is a favorite, you'll take the first half money line. So the Clippers is the favorite for this game. You can take the first half money line. Plus the, the over and under model I just gave you. What else I would say? Some more game. Been with like the public and stuff like that. When you have a lot of people betting on like the favorite, the Clippers, when you have a lot of teams, we have a lot of people betting on the favorite, then most people like to tell you to bet with the underdog. I don't necessarily believe that, because I believe in trends. I believe in trends. I believe in like team strength, on the road strength and stuff like that, right? So I don't necessarily agree with that. You just gotta go do your research. What I use to do my research, I use Pinnacle, which is one of the the sharp sports books, as well as Flash Score, and I go see the history of these teams playing, who was playing, how they performed. I look at injury reports. I look at how they've been doing on the road. I've been looking at, I look at like the home team, how they play, etc. If they just came off a 3-game loss or whatever, who's playing, who's not. Like I say, yeah, that's some of the things I like to look for. Something else I would tell you, like I say, bankroll management. Yeah, for the most part, that's really it. And like I say, man, just make sure you got your model. Make sure you got your strict rules that you sticking to. Make sure you paying attention to trends. Make sure you paying attention to injury reports. Make sure you're not over risking. Oh, another thing, don't chase losses. That's what I meant to say. Do not chase losses, bro. If you lose, let it be that. Like I say, if you know that you just took a loss, look at it as you took your girl on a date and you didn't go to work that day, so you didn't make no money. There's no way that you can go